Hi, this is Mark with Brown Works, and this week's favorite firearm is the Chiappa Rhino. It's made by Chiappa Firearms. It's an Italian manufacturer. Okay. It's a very popular revolver. It's been in several movies. Two notable ones, The Suicide Squad. Harley Quinn had one. It was very long. It was black. It had some engravings on it. Okay. It was also in movie Total Recall. It was kind of dressed up. It had a prop of it had a fin on here. I guess they wanted to make it more futuristic, but underneath it was a rhino. Okay. I like this firearm because of its main feature of its barrel is actually aligned with the bottom cylinder. See if I can get in here. So you can see the barrel is down here aligned with the bottom cylinder versus most all revolvers, the barrel is aligned with the top cylinder. Okay. And what that does for you, if you look at the position, if the barrel typically is aligned at the top, that barrel sits above your hand. So the recoil is going to try to push the firearm and pivot on your hand, and you get muzzle flip. Okay? With the barrel aligned with your palm, the recoil is actually pushing back, more of a straight back motion, so you have more control, versus up top here that was try to push your hand and flip the muzzle. Very ingenious design. Okay. Now the second feature I like is the cylinder is actually hexagonal. Okay. And what that does for you is it reduces the overall width. Okay. Most cylinders are going to be the round, and it's going to stick out a little bit further. But with the hexagonal design, it reduces the overall width. And one of the third things is the frame is actually made out of an aluminum alloy, which is a lot lighter than most revolvers. This is definitely a very light revolver. And it can afford to be light because of the control that you have with the muzzle. Okay. If you look at their website, there's like 55 different variations. This one has a rail at the bottom. Some don't have the rail. You can actually get a rail at the bottom, and you get a rail at the top if you want to put some optics. Okay. This is a 4-inch barrel. You can get it from a 2-inch to a 6-inch barrel. Okay. This is chambered in a 357 Magnum. That's most common. But you can also find it chambered in 38 Special, 9mm, or 40 Smith & Wesson. You can get different finishes, like the nickel chrome type of finish, or a black anodized aluminum black, stainless steel. You can get it in a green Cerakote. They even have a gold option. Okay. Some other features I like about this is the sight. The rear sight is adjustable. It does have a fiber optic front sight in red. Okay. The other interesting thing about this is this. It is a can be single action or can be double action. Okay, so double action or single action. Now the interesting thing here, this really is not the hammer. It can cock the striker, but this is not, the purpose of this is not the hammer. There is an indicator here that the striker is cocked. Okay, and you see that the trigger is in the cocked position. So you can get that single action. Okay, so very interesting design there. And then when you're doing a double action, you don't even see this spur move at all, because it's all internal cocking that striker. Okay, now the MSRP on this, you range anywhere from $1,000 to $3,000. Okay, now the designers of this, they're Italian designers. I'm going to try to pronounce their name. I'll probably butcher the names, but the two designers, Emilio Gascioni and Antonio Cadazzo. Okay, Italian designers of the Chiappa Rhino. Now Emilio Gascioni, he actually designed a predecessor to this Rhino with a different company called Mateba. I'm going to show you this because this is a very, very fascinating revolver. This is the Mateba 6 Unica. 6 meaning the Model 6. So Mateba Model 6 Unica. And you can see it looks very similar to the Rhino. Okay. This also is chambered in 357 Magnum, or you can get these chambered in 44 Magnum. So a lot bigger, heavier revolver. Okay, but again, the barrel is aligned with the bottom cylinder versus the top cylinder. So you get a lot more control. So he got the idea for the Rhino when he was designing this. Okay. Now this doesn't come in as many options, or it's very rare to find these in the United States. You can find them here and there occasionally. I think the barrel lengths go from like 4 inches to 8 inches. You can get the compensator. So you can get models with the compensator, without the compensator. Okay. There are some other features I've seen with these. But again, they're very rare to find one of these in the United States. I think the MSRP, well, I don't know what the MSRP, but I've seen these on Gunbroker go from anywhere from $2,500 and up. I've even seen these go for $6,000. Okay. But one of the reasons is not only is this a revolver, it's also a semi-automatic revolver. Meaning that the action, the recoil is actually used, since it has more control of the recoil. The recoil is down low. You don't have the muzzle flip. It can use that recoil to cock the hammer and rotate the cylinder. Okay, so actually this whole top barrel assembly is essentially the slide. Actually, it rides on some rails here. And the recoil, I'm going to try to demonstrate this, but the recoil, again, will cock the hammer and rotate the barrel. Let me show you. Mimicking the recoil, pulls the whole assembly back, cocks the hammer, rotates the barrel. Very ingenious. Gives you that semi-automatic functionality. So that is one of the reasons I love this revolver. I love both of these revolvers. Very ingeniously done. Okay. So I hope you've learned a little bit, got some entertainment out of it. So if you own either one of these, please leave us a comment. Let us know what you think. And again, thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and give us a thumbs up or thumbs down, and or leave us a comment. Goodbye for now.